I haven't done a broadcast in a while, and it's partly because I've just been overwhelmed with activity. Today is Youth Day in South Africa, where we celebrate was it the Sharpeville massacre? I can't remember. I'm gonna have to do the research there before I speak, I suppose. But the main thing is there anything to celebrate? I had that thought as I was driving to Bishop this morning, and the answer is yes. Today I don't only want to celebrate youth, I want to celebrate barista. I want to celebrate barista. I want to celebrate youth activist, and I want to celebrate me. That doesn't sound right. You'll have to watch to the end to understand why I'm celebrating me. I'm drinking coffee I'm drinking it in my car, takeaway from I'm on the cappuccino strip in Fishhoek, Lower Recreation Road, and everybody here claims to have the best of something, and there are 2 or 3 dense coffee spots that are all together, and there's a bit of competition going on as well. I found out a while ago, maybe about 2 or 3 months ago, that there's a new bunch. They're a bunch of lawyers, and I'm trying to remember their names. I'm just having such a slow day. But the bunch of lawyers have got a little coffee shop in front of their offices, part of their offices, and they've chosen to go with a roastery called Cedar House, and Cedar House is co-owned by Winston Douglas Thomas, I think. Winston Douglas Thomas, and Winston is 3 times barista champion, and I don't know him. I've just been watching him from a distance, but I've come a little closer to support young coloured professionals. I'm doing so on Youth Day, so yes, cheers to you. I want to talk. Oh man, this is so much. There's a story. There's a picture. There's a story, and there's an invitation. Picture first. I so much enjoyed last weekend watching Comrades, and I've got a Comrade story of my own that I haven't shared with very many people. And for those who know, I've done it a few times, and I'm no longer in it. Okay, so I'm ex. I don't think I'll be able to run that distance. It just takes so much out of you, the prep. But the one thing that's important for me to tell you, that we were living in a flat, in a block, a couple of years ago, and I had a neighbor living upstairs, and for some reason I had to visit him. I think he was a wine dealer or something. I needed to come and see something. And while I was in his flat, I had a look around, and I saw a picture of myself on his wall. I firstly saw a row of medals. This guy had done 30 plus Comrades, and there was each year, so 30 medals of just Comrades, and a whole lot of other medals, and his best pictures of his best times. And there was a picture of him doing Kowis Hill, or Botha's Hill, or Changa, Polly Shorts. I can't remember where it was. I can't even remember the names of all these sections to the race. But there was a picture of him up front and a picture of me in the background. And I got so excited that I went back and found my picture of that year. And lo and behold, there was a picture of him in my background. So there's a story, if ever there's a Comrade story. I hope that inspires you to run the Comrades, or to run, or to expand yourself, or to push yourself to become uncomfortable. What's that word? Beyond your comfort zone, because there's growth there. A story a youth day story that I want to share, and I'm actually realizing that I'm going to get to the end of this, and I'm just going to bullet some of the stuff that's happening. I can't go through all of the details. So there's a youth day story, something that will hopefully make you smile a little bit. I wasn't asking for this information, and I'm so happy when it just comes to me in that way. Karina Hutzenberg she's not family of mine, and we were in youth group together, and she's my brother-in-law's sister. We were together at a festival or at a family event, and they are from Wuppertal, which is a Moravian mission station, like all the others, but Wuppertal, okay, the place where the leather shoes come from, and where the fire damage happened. And I suppose if you go back in Germany, you'll find a Wuppertal as well, but South Africa, Wuppertal. And I've never been, but she tells me a story of every year the young people knew that they had a special day where there was a treat, and it was the equivalent of a camp, where the kids knew that on that day the husband and wife team would walk the kids for 20 plus kilometers to a place of paradise where they could swim, where they could eat, where they could cry, where they could sing, where they could just be themselves safely. And year after year this happened, and year after year numbers changed, and that story haunts me, because there are people that are involved in the development of other people, particularly young people, and they do it without money, they do it without resources, or with minimal resources, and they do it, they don't know why they do it. So I want to shout out today to the youth activists that are still bringing youth into a space where they can be themselves without fear of judgment, fear of their safety. And the people that are foremost in my mind, I'm just going to look through my contacts and in my head, like literally scroll through and say, there's the Tony and Zanzas, there's the Grant and Craig Stewarts, there's the Charlene Swartzes, there's the Renee Augusts, there's the Alan Goliaths. These guys are giants. And then local giants here. There's Paul Franke in Ocean View. There's El Mentor in Ocean View. There's Ricardo here in Ocean View. And they are hosting a bunch of events today. You won't find them idle. These activists, you won't find idle. There's Grant Everson in the UK. There's a bunch of people without name and without identity who care about the plight of those coming behind them. They pave the way and they hold space. So in honor of that, let me bullet something. Next week, Wednesday, we're doing a Youth Day event at the neighborhood farm, where we're inviting two sections of young people into the farm and create work experience for them and create that safety. There might be a song sung, there might be a story told. Bottom line is the farm is on the agenda. Bullets, we're there every Wednesday, and we are moving higher and higher. And one of the higher and highers that we want to move into is the creating therapeutic workspaces for people, and there's a bunch of clients, local clients, that want to join us. Then you've been noticing that I've been posting every Wednesday a post that starts with Wednesdays, as today is Wednesday as usual, and then I list goes on and on of the people that have hopped on. They picked up the energy and the farm and the work that we do and the story that we tell around it attracts them. If you are one of those people, then put your hand up. The work is not hard. The crowd is, sometimes there's a crowd of one. You might walk away with a brinjal and some thyme and parsley and spinach, whatever's available. But this is an invitation for you to let the farm become therapeutic to you. I don't know what you're carrying, but here's a space that we want to create for people like you. Whether you're old, whether you're young, whether you're mid-career, whether you're sabbaticaling, whether you are just needing the company of us. We were invited, and I'm going to end with this. We were invited this last Wednesday. Some groups of people booked us, and in terms of the booking, let me just reverse a bit and say this coming week we are particularly excited. I am putting on my particularly excited face because this week starts winter and this week starts a roadshow, and the first bunch of people that we are roadshowing is just around the corner here, First Avenue Methodist Church, 18 women, and they want to learn how to grow and recycle. And grow and recycle is going to be the theme, and we're rolling out a bunch of workshops local. And if you've got more than 10 people and you can see yourself hosting us, there are costs involved, but we always say these costs are minimal and the opportunities are huge. Book us. Should I say, like most people do, book us here. How to end? So they came to us and we had coffee, and they asked us a question, Brian and I. They asked, we call the Garden Gods, and maybe this is the beginning of the Garden Gods video. We'll talk about the name another day. The question that they presented to us is a critical question, and the words of the question was, are you able to scale this project? Can you do this project elsewhere? Those were the two questions that was asked to us. For those who know that we are constrained where we are, we're happy where we are, but we're constrained because we're going to have to do it in partnership with other people. And suddenly that question just spoke into our souls. So we are on a road to somewhere where we are going to go look at some places where we can scale and expand. I'm not ready to expand. I'm not ready to scale. But I can tell you one thing. It's bloody exciting times that I'm living in. So my challenge to you on Youth Day, like any other day, find the habit that you do most and try and direct that towards change in like a cup of coffee. Support young black business owner. In this case, it's my barrister. Shout out to Cedar House Roasteries. Ciao.